Hi YouTube! Today's video is not going to be about pipes, but it will be about books. Some of my favorite things to do are read books and drink my tea and fucking chill out. So, what better way to do that than by reading? And, so one of the places I go to buy books more often than not is usually the thrift store. I spend a lot of time in the thrift store. I buy a lot of things there. A lot of vintage teacups and random teapots and, like cute little shit that I don't need. And books. Mainly books. So, actually, one of the great places I go for books is not just a typical bookstore. It's actually Goodwill Clearance Center because they sell books by the pound, 59 cents a pound. That is awesome because I've found so many great things there, and today I'm going to show you a few that I've got there. I've never read them. I purchased them based solely on the description on the back, or, actually one of them was actually recommended and I found it there and that was awesome. So the first one I want to talk about is The Diary of Ellen Rimbauer, My Life at Rose Red, edited by Dr. Joyce Reardon. Ellen Rimbauer was a real woman. In the 1800s, she was married to John Rimbauer, and they lived together at Rose Red, their estate. And it was said to be very, very haunted. And you go through this diary, it's kind of like you're experiencing it from her point of view, obviously. So it's great because we get to see what life was like for aristocracy back then. We get to see the journey from being a girl into womanhood, and we get to see what it's like to live in a haunted estate. So hopefully this will be awesome. If you've ever read this, or if you know anybody who's read it, leave a comment below, tell me what you think of it. If you've never read it, and you want my opinion, I will let you know after I read it. The next one I want to talk about is The House of Silk by Anthony Horowitz, a Sherlock Holmes novel. I'm so excited about this because I had no idea it existed. I love Sherlock Holmes. I love all the stories. I grew up with them. I especially love the BBC version of Sherlock. I love it. I love Benedict Cumberbatch. More than a lot of things. More than I don't even know. Like, so much. And when he and Martin were in The Hobbit together, I was thrilled. But anyway, this is a Sherlock Holmes novel coming to us today. It's great because you get to experience the journeys again, but from like this guy's point of view. So hopefully he can hold up the integrity of Mr. Arthur Conan Doyle and keep Sherlock and John, who they are. And I'm really, really excited. Really, really excited to read this. So if you have read it, if you love Sherlock and you've read this, let me know. I'm also probably going to give this to my friend's husband after I'm done because he really likes Sherlock Holmes too. He might actually read it before me. It depends if he gets his hands on it next time he comes over. I don't know. So the next book I want to talk about was actually recommended to me by said friend, whose husband may or may not steal this book from me. And it's called The Body Farm by Patricia Cornwell. This book came so highly recommended that I feel so obligated to read it, that it's going to eat me alive because I'm in the middle of a couple of things, and that's one of my downfalls. I read too many books at once. Ooh, it's bad. It's a bad habit, but I can't help myself. If something's around, I'm going to read it. I don't care if it's yours or if it's in the kitchen. I'm going to read it. If it's sitting there and I'm bored. So, The Body Farm by Patricia Cornwell is about a little girl who is kidnapped, and then her body is discovered, murdered, a week later. And there's a Dr. Kay Scarpetta, who assists the forensics unit in her area in solving crimes. And The Body Farm is a little known about location in Tennessee where if you donate your body to science, they would put it through different situations to kind of see how the human body would hold up against extreme weather conditions and stuff like that. So they might take your body and dump it in a field somewhere and leave it and come back and check on it, or they might throw you in the trunk of a car and then drive the car into a lake and then come back and check on it. Stuff like that. So I'm trying not to curse so much, and it's really stupid that I curse so much. It's not cute. But I don't care. You'll get over it. If you don't like it, I'm really sorry. I'm sorry if I offended you. If I ever offend you, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. So if you've read this one, let me know. Leave a comment below what you think about it. I'm kind of nervous because Fran's opinion, Fran is my friend who recommended this. Her opinion means a lot to me. And I go to her for a lot. And I tell her a lot. So if I read this and I don't like it, I don't know if I'm going to have the heart to tell her. Like, I might just be like, oh, I haven't read it. Or I might have read it in secret and been like, oh, this is terrible. I don't think it's going to be terrible. I think it's going to be really interesting, I hope. It sounds interesting. I just don't want it to be sad. Like, a little girl gets murdered? That's fucking sad, man. Anyway, so if you've read or heard of any of the novels above, I know they're by no means new books. I know they're nobody's hot topic this week, but let me know. Also, if you would like to see different kinds of videos about books, or if you want to see more book videos in the future, let me know, and I will sure to be on that as soon as possible. So thanks for watching. Bye!